Mike and Dave. When the sun is on your face and the rays feel like the waves, day drinking with Mike and Dave.
Woo! What's up, everybody?
Well done, sir.
We have the Jack and Jim showdown today on day drinking.
Standoff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's. We're leading off with your bottle of Jack, sir.
All right. So, where do I want to go with this? So, I'll start out. Anything in this little short, stubby, squared off bottle is amazing. This is not your normal Jack Daniels. So, some of their longer and more sought out after bottles are in this little squared off dude. Today's version is kind of a dark blue, I'll call it. This is a single barrel heritage barrel. And so this is 2506202. And once that barrel is gone,
It's gone.
it's gone. And we've already experienced this with the gold one. Was that single barrel strength was amazing. And you went out and tried to find, oh, look at this, I found it. And close.
A different barrel.
Not it. So
Yep.
as we get into the differences on these two, if you pop this one and it's amazing, go back, and if you want another one, get the same numbers as what you had and go out and get it as soon as you can, because
At 2506202. That's
you're not going to find it. If you wait, a couple months, you ain't going to find that again, at least around here.
right.
But
That is bourbon candy on there, whiskey candy, I should say, on the nose.
that is delicious.
Vanilla cream.
So yeah, vanilla. What did they say? Vanilla cream, marshmallow, and toffee. Yeah, I would say like a spice cake with a cream cheese frosting. But yes, their description is pretty close.
Turn the volume up to 11 on all three of those.
Yeah.
It's just it's so sweet.
So I want to do it justice. So the heritage bottle, or the heritage barrel, excuse me, is a modern interpretation of the earliest barrel making process, featuring handcrafted, heavily toasted, and low charred barrels. Is this heritage barrel? And this is not your normal Jack. If you know Jack,
I don't know, Jack.
yeah, this is not that bottle. And we were talking earlier, the kind of in between is the bottle, or not bottle and bond. Oh yeah, it is
Bottle and bond.
So I guess Jack probably has primary three bottles. It's got your Jack, your bonded bottle series, and then these dudes.
Specialty. And Gentleman Jack. But
On this, yeah.
Anyway, long story. I'm not as big of a fan of that after learning what we learned at their distillery.
Right. So if you are used to Jack, and have not tried the bottle and bond or the bonded and or this one, this is definitely worth a venture. Any one of these. It doesn't have to be this heritage bottle, but any of these little squared off dudes is delicious.
Yet to have a bad one.
Right? Yeah.
But this one, I mean, I think it might be the sweetest smelling whiskey I've had. That is just, it's like candy.
It is.
The flavor doesn't disappoint either. It's excellent.
So yeah, very sweet. For 100 proof, which is a little high. I mean, 100 proof is what we mess around with old fashions, but a little higher than normal. You can't tell it on the palate. I mean, it's smooth. So
Yeah, very easy easy drinker.
Yeah.
100 proof. All right. Well, that was a good score, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
What, under $80?
Yeah, so we are regulated by the OLCC, Oregon Liquor Commission. So yeah, I believe that was a $70 bottle, no tax. I might have to go out and try to find another one of those dudes because
That's well worth the money.
yeah, it's definitely good, and plus my wife is a Jack fan, so yeah, well worth it if you have not had one of these squared off bottles of Jack. Pick whatever up is close to you because those are drastically different than your bottle of Jack.
Right. And if you can find this one, again, for $70, good grief, it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's cross the aisle to Mr. Beam.
Yeah.
Beam's world here. Booker knows world. So this is only my second bottle of Booker's. Have never been disappointed in it. A lot of proof. So this comes in at 127 or 124.7 proof. Doesn't drink that hot, I don't think. I don't know where you're at with it, but I don't think it comes in that hot. And what I like, especially with Booker's, well, and Little Book also, but it's Jim Beam for the giant conglomerate that they are. It's a craft whiskey. And I really appreciate the effort that goes into it. So this is a combination of 9 barrels, all aged at 7 years, 4 months, 21 days. And to blend 9 barrels at that age to get this flavor is, in my opinion, pretty amazing. This is what's referred to as Jerry's batch. So Jerry Dalton, when Booker No, who was part of the Jim Beam family, when he retired, there wasn't another No, E, family member that was quite ready to take the reins yet as master distiller. So Jerry steps in, and he teaches the next generation of the No family the chemistry and just all the nuances to blending a great whiskey or bourbon. So this is a tribute to Jerry Dalton, put together by the folks at Jim Beam. And I tell you what, man, they nailed it. It's not as sweet as your Jack, especially on the nose. This is candy corn, though. I get corn, but sweet corn, and candy corn kind of fits that bill for me. It definitely does not have. That is just your Jack is just a nose full of sweetness when you sniff it. This has got a little bit of, I don't know if you want to call it graininess. It's not all sweet, but it is candy corn like. That kind of makes any sense.
No, and it does, and I think I'll try to break it down. I don't know if I can as well as you did. This is layers, so and I'll get into the differences a little bit. So this is 1 barrel. Once it's done, it's done. This is 9, and I think the issue is each of those 9 is very drastic from the other ones
Right.
in that group. So 1 barrel, 1 and done. 9 barrels, 9 and done. So the 9 barrels make up this Booker's, which is, I'll call it the Orange Booker's. So you're going to get more Orange Booker's than you are this one. The issue is you're picking up candy corn, you're picking up spice, you're picking up corn sweetness. It's every bit, but it's a very well
Cake and
crafted recipe, for lack of a better
to be able to go to different. I mean, we've been to the Jim Beam Distillery, and to be able and to see the rick houses and how long it took to go barrel to barrel all through these rick houses, and there are tasting notes or distiller's notes that come with this, and so it tells you exactly, the barrels, the location. Good Lord, I can't read that. It's 11.1% equally distributed from 9 barrels. So it's equal parts. So this is like 7th story, warehouse H, warehouse 3. I do see a common thread here. They're all from the 7th story. I just noticed. They're all from the 7th floor, but different warehouses.
And see, I'll call this the math bottle because this is a very weird.
And I'm wrong again.
Well, see, okay, so they are.
Cover for me, Dave. While
Yeah, so we were trying to do some research before going here. So this is they're calling this a 7-year, 4-month, and 21-day old bourbon. And what you said earlier, they're all the barrels from the different locations were that age.
Well, the notes say the age of this batch is 7 years, 4 months, 21 days. It doesn't say it's an average of that. It states that this batch is 7 years, 4 months, 21 days. So that's the tricky part.
But then you also said like there's 11% of each barrel.
But there is, because there's 9 barrels, but some of it came from the 4th floor of a 7-story warehouse. Some of it came from the 5th floor of a 7-story warehouse. Some came from the 3rd floor. So
right, but usually with the Bookers, it's not that, I don't know how to say this, not that precise on what they're doing. They will take a rye of 12 years and a bourbon of 6 years. It's usually not that pinpointed.
right? No, I think that's what makes it unique.
Yeah, and that's why I went with the math bottle just on the top of my head because they played with it for sure, but they're just more precise. They didn't round the.
Right? Yeah.
It's weird. Delicious, but
Whatever it is, yeah. But I just trying to fathom the amount of time that it took
oh yeah,
to go through all of these different warehouses or rick houses and sample all of these different barrels. Now, obviously all of those barrels were bought, or all that whiskey was barreled at the same time. It had to have been. And,
Well-
and they do barrel a ton of stuff on a regular basis.
Well, not only that, we've been to Jim Beam. They're not close. Buffalo Trace, they were a little bit more compacted on the location. Jim Beam,
yeah,
is
their rick houses are everywhere.
They're spread.
Them and Jack Daniels both
half
are-
mile ish
Yeah.
in between.
Yep.
Yeah.
But kudos to the current master distiller, because they put 9 exceptional or 9 barrels together to make an exceptional bourbon. How's that? I've got no complaints about this. So again, not quite as sweet as a Jack Daniels is. But more complex, more layers, easy to drink at 124.7 proof. It is not. It's not. It'll warm you up for sure. Cold winter day, this will warm you up in a heartbeat. But it's not hard to drink. I wouldn't guess it to be that high of a proof just blind tasting it.
No, these are definitely. We usually call it winter. I'm not even gonna go there today because there are 2 different recipes here. I don't want to call the Jack narrow by any means, but yours has more flavors. On the scale, yours is more hot. Does not drink like more hot. I do pull a little bit more sweetness off of mine, but that could be the lower proof. And I see maybe why the Jack and Jim battle is that high, because
Right?
it's hot. Yeah.
There's no right or wrong
No.
answer. That's the thing. They're both great. Now, price wise, mine, the Booker's is about $30 more. Came in at $99.95. So But again, pretty much worth it, in my opinion. Because we talked about this, but yeah, $100 I used to think was outrageous for a bottle of booze, right? Now that I've become more refined in my experience, it's $100, but that bottle I'll probably have for over a year. So if you look at it that way, it's not a huge expense. Granted, we both have a pretty good variety of whiskeys in our respective collections, but so we don't have to hit one bottle and one bottle alone. We have other options, but this is one that I'm going to make sure it keeps around for a while.
Yeah, and I'll.
Unless I get a wild hair one night, we make old fashions.
Well, okay, so that's where I was going with that. So there's nothing wrong with neither one of these bottles. It is the Jack and Jim Ultimate Battle. Now, that being said, I would make an old fashioned out of this, not by the eyelash one bit. This one is a little special. There's a little bit more. Now, it would make every bit of an excellent old fashioned. There's just more. There's stuff going on.
Nuances going
Oh
on there, yeah.
man.
I'm a firm believer in the better the whiskey, the better the old fashioned. However, you make a good point on you lose those little nuances.
And see that's yeah. So here in Oregon, if and when we can find Stag Junior, it is somewhere in between these two price points. I would venture out and have a Stag Old Fashioned. I would not have a Booker's Old Fashioned. No. I mean,
if I made one, I guarantee you would drink
well,
it. They have another bottle of this sitting on the shelf, and it is breaking my heart to not go back and get it. But I kind of promised the wife that I would set some money aside for Christmas.
and see that, and that is just me. So it's not the price point per se. It is just what you get out of that bottle.
Yeah.
And that to me is, yeah, it's just
It's something special.
It is.
Don't mess it up.
It is.
So there you have it. I don't think there's. I think they're both winners in their own way.
Yes, sir. And I'll call for help. If you had a hundo, where would you go? I'm not looking for these two. What was your $100 banger of? You got to try this.
Yeah. What would you spend $100 on if I gave you $100 bill tomorrow and said, "Hey, go get a bottle of whiskey you got your eyes on"?
Buddy's getting married. Yeah. Bring back something.
Yeah.
Because these are both. I would think either one of these bottles if that showed up.
Yeah. I would. Like I said, I would love to have that Jack, and I am really struggling on not going back and getting the other bottle of Booker's while it's there.
I gotta go because that is excellent.
But what would you guys get? We'd love to hear it. And would you make an old fashioned with either one of these?
Yeah. Two-part question.
So let us
Two-part
know.
question.
And then to wrap things up, we are migrating day drinking over to Rumble. I don't think the algorithm gods at YouTube are a big fan of the show, so we're going to give Rumble a shot. This episode is going to be on both, but in the future, keep an eye on Big Rooster Media on Facebook, and we'll let you know when new episodes of Day Drinking are coming up and where they're going to be located. They'll be on Rumble. But yeah, let us know. Let us know what your $100 bottle is, and would you make an old fashioned with it? And if you pick one out, you never know. If we can find it, we'll probably go out and get it, and we'll have it on the show and do a review. So hit us up and let us know. And
let us get some homework out of the way for the new to Rumble dudes.
Yeah.
We've already messed with old Taylor. Go back on YouTube and find our best of drinks because we've already messed with some stuff you probably shouldn't be making a cocktail with. So
Van Winkle, I just got to say the Van Winkle old fashions were pretty okay. If you missed that, go look for it.
Don't do the low hanging fruit, I guess is where I'm getting. We've already messed with a lot of stuff. People can get mad at us.
The better the whiskey, the better the old fashioned.
Oh, yeah.
I will stand by that. So, all right, you guys. Hey, thanks a lot. Thank you for supporting the show. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends. We're trying to keep this going. It's fun to do. We're going to change the format a little bit in the future. Probably not going to be a weekly show. But again, stay tuned on Big Rooster Media on Facebook, and we will keep you posted on when new episodes are coming out. And on that note, Dave's going to have some
Well, Dave's
more
Dane
whiskey.
drinking, and he's got to hit the stop. So thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
Thanks a lot.